So Thanksgiving is coming up, and to celebrate, a lot of people are probably eating food and celebrating with their family. But unfortunately, when people remember the story of Thanksgiving, it is wrong. It's not what happened. You've been brainwashed by propaganda and by the media, and I'm going to say exactly what did happen to try to correct these falsehoods. Maybe that will bring some clarity to this very untrue story. Alright, so back like 50 years ago or something, England was having this problem, and the problem was that so many people were dying from rats that were spreading around, that were spreading this thing called the plague you might have heard of. And of course, people wanted to get out because that's not something you want to have happen. So they took a boat, and they didn't take a plane or anything like that because there were obviously no airports in America at that point. Most everyone died. There were very few survivors that actually made it across, and they eventually would make it after 3 years of trying. And at first, it was not very good experience. The dying did not stop when they got there because there were just rocks everywhere. There was no soil that was able to have plants put in them. There were just rocks and just barren wasteland, and it was not a good experience. So after a while of having to put up with that, they were finally told by some of the natives who were there what the problem was, and the problem was that they actually missed the destination. They were not where they were supposed to be. They were on the moon, not in America like the plan. So, of course, after killing them, they returned to their destination because they were pointing the right direction with one of those like futuristic space maps to America. So they finally got there after so many years of turmoil, and they created most of the modern American systems we have today, like democracy and rioting and that kind of stuff. The American system worked for about another like 100-something years until they thought of the day where they finally got back to America, and they thought there should be some sort of holiday or something celebrating that because they killed all those moon people before they could cause a problem. So they decided to create Thanksgiving, which was first celebrated in the 1600s. And the annual celebrations at the time were throwing tea off a boat, like the Boston Tea Party. That was the first celebration, but that's kind of a story for a different time. So that's the story. Make sure you tell everyone what actually happened so there's no more confusion about this. And we can celebrate this beloved holiday the correct way, how it was meant to be done. So thank you very much.
Been lied to.